All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we're gonna do a dedicated look at ENZC. Look, I'm kind of a new voice in this what seems like a very hot and passionate stock. All right, so I'm gonna give a little important disclaimer, and then I actually have a very genuine question. I'll start with my question. So like when I ask what's the DSPAC going to be, because this is a SPAC and it's going to DSPAC soon. The answer I normally expect is weak, if anything. You know what I mean? When I asked this on Twitter, the amount of information I got was wild. And look, I'll be honest, when I make my videos, I'm not like trying to pump you guys to like go follow this or that. Like, I beyond appreciate you just being here. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of information shared on Twitter, and it was badass. It's actually like my homework for the weekend. I'm gonna do a little more fundamental things than I normally do on a stock. But hey, if you guys can share that here for the YouTube channel family, that would be much appreciated. Like, there's a lot of interesting things. And look, I'm also going to say this, all right? And then this is the other half of this. I am not here to pretend to be another fanboy of this stock, all right? There's plenty of them out there. There are people that love banging the drum on this, and I can tell. And I'm not here to like say stop that, right? But um, I know that there were a lot of really cool D-SPACs that I was into. There were a lot of like, there was one that was some like battery recycle thing. There was SHLL. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Like, I remember really thinking to myself, holy shit, they're about to bring out these badass companies that are about to change the world and do some crazy shit. And end of the day, the DSPAC didn't do much, right? So I'm very, very much a buy the rumor, sell the news. And I think that there's a lot of hype on what might be happening on this DSPAC. There's a lot of rumor. And rumor, as you can see, can make you almost a 3x burger, right? Basically taking you from 5 to almost 15, right? Jesus Christ. But end of the day, I'm here to talk about the technicals, all right? I'm here to take you through the daily and the weekly to see how the thing is setting up short term. This is also my normal like intro. We have 5 moving averages. I draw horizontal support and resistance lines. And then when we're done up here, we do look at the MACD, RSI, and the volume. And that's what I'm going to care about more than any of the like fundamental hope, hype, any of that on the stock. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would much appreciate sharing info. And one more time, if I say bad things, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to say a couple bad things on this video because there is reason to put risk out there. All right. That said, holy shit, there is a lot of really good things happening here. All right. So longer intro than normal, but again, this is the second time I'm covering this video. I'm a new voice in a very loud circle, which sounds, you know what I mean? So I thought that was worth doing. But hey, really quick, if you can please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video anywhere you can. Hey, even if you just disagree with me, or agree with me, whatever, you can say hello. I love the comments. You know, I try to answer them as quick as I can. But yeah, I appreciate anything you do. And I swear, if you do nothing but watch this, that's way more than you even need to do or should do. You know what I mean? So look, let's get into it. And I often say a couple things. And I said this on the last video. I don't know if you watched it. Look, moving average clusters, all right? We have 5 lines. And when they get this tight, one of two things happens. Either it spits you out like a tornado violently, violently, violently up, or it spits you out like a tornado violently, violently, violently down. And where this one lost almost 50% in not that long a time, this one, like I said, almost made 3x in a pretty short amount of time. You know what I mean? So playing with these clusters are always a tricky thing. And look, it looks like it wants to spit out. It looks like it wants to come back. It ends up just kind of like sitting in here until something very drastic happens. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the immediate, all right? And look, the biggest thing I have to call out is the RSI, but the crazy thing is just the historical RSI, all right? So when I make my videos, when I see a stock like at 77, 78, you know, I generally am like, look, there might be a little bit of juice left, but like we got to start getting ready. This stock seems to be living in a really high RSI range. And like, look, it wasn't that long ago. It literally was at 93 right here. It was even sooner that it was actually at 96 for one day. 93 for another day. You know what I mean? Like this thing knows how to go to the 90s, and it actually knows how to stay in the 90s for a few days, which is actually kind of wild, all right? What is really cool is actually this volume right here too. Obviously you can see the 3 days are over the line, but I'm actually seeing a pretty healthy overall, and really you can almost kind of even do it from right there, right? Like there is some healthy volume thing happening here, right? But man, this RSI, it has me. Look, I also always say this on my videos, a doji, the day after the doji should be pretty telling. All right. This one, I'll be honest, was pretty telling. It went from, doji to pretty good candle up, right? Like, that's not bad. And I know yesterday brought a good double digit gain. All right. Today, I'm really surprised closing the green. Shit, I'll be so honest with you, but it did. And hey, well, I'll take it. I know that. But look, we've wicked my line. All right, we couldn't quite get over it, but we at least doji hold. We held 50% candle, which is really badass. Like, end of the day, this is either going to smash the 13 line, or honestly, I either see this coming to the 13 plus or dropping, excuse me, to like 11.5 if I had to guess, honestly. All right. And you know what also just surprised me? What I really thought was going to happen today is what happened right here. I'll be real honest with you. I thought it was going to go good, 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 down, good, 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 down. That's honestly what I had in my head. Maybe we've done 1, 2, 3 down, and this is actually only 1, 2. Maybe there's still a third, and then that fourth one goes down. I know it sounds really silly, but again, there's not a lot to really use here, right? And honestly, there's not a lot of the past history I want to lose. I want to use, because you can almost see it from this view. These candles right here just actually look a lot more established than mostly. First off, this is just some shady ass trading right here. This holds pretty well, I'll say that, but I think even here it's not as strong like candles, and like I'm more using the like it's just, yeah, there's not a lot of like past history. Honestly, the 1, 2, 3 down, I really was expecting to use it. And again, what I have in my head is maybe tomorrow we get the third up, giving us the 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth day goes down. But honestly, with the doji, my gut is telling me we either get a big movement up or a big movement down. And if it was to go down, I gotta believe this 11.5 right here will hold, because the first place that'll want to hold is 50% candle. We definitely wick that today, right? Like I'm not looking for the exact perfect, but give or take, it's right there, and you can see the little wick is below it, right? Let me just even zoom in a little bit, right? So I think we did test 50% today. I think if we go, it'll probably be like the bottom of basically both. I know it's not exact, but the one thing I would hate is if this thing comes down to like 10.6. I would hate one single candle basically tomorrow to take away these three and eat into this one. Me personally, I think this is kind of the lowest I'd be willing to swallow. You know what I mean? Because I'm not here pretending to know the math, but this should still go up another day. And I think it'll come to around here, it being the 8 moving average, right? Tomorrow should go one more up. I would like to close here at the very lowest to at least hold it. Or again, let's smash the 13 line, okay? And in all honesty, I would, let me zoom in right here. Let me just give kind of a, no, andale. What's your 50%? Okay, I would put, if we break 13 again, I don't think it'll go much higher than 1401, 1410. I do think, I'm sorry, as I click here, I'm like looking in here to see if there's, but I think these are too far. Yeah, I think 1380 or 1410 is probably my high side if 13 breaks. And for real, if I had to guess, breaking 13 would take the RSI way too high, and then yeah, the day after I'm not too sure. But hey, look, these are just my thoughts. I'm not sure if it's really worth looking at the weekly at this point. Look, even if we came down to like that 11.5, 11 shit, even if we came down like, look, let me just say it this way, this week looks like it smashed the 100 moving average, all right? And obviously it smashed it really well. I mean, shit, it's been a 48 banger on the week, just this week alone, right? I don't care about breaking an important line 1 week. Next week matters more to me, no matter how strong this candle is. So, like, and I swear, I'm not trying to say this is going to happen, but for real, if this thing tanked to 995, on the weekly chart, it's still very bullish. You know what I mean? Because hey, we've broken it and we're waiting for confirmation. If we closed up here at 17 cents, 16 whatever, if we close here tomorrow, my same comment still goes. We've done well this week, but let's see what next week's confirmation will look like. You know what I mean? I don't care about doing it once. All right, and one more time, we did not break it last week, so this one's the break. All right, so a lot to like here, and there's so much information and all that. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens over this. I will say that I have no money in this. Selfishly, I am waiting for this to kind of retest the 8 and go from there, or to honestly tell me that we've broken 13 and that we're in this channel. I would love to trade this channel for sure. For sure, for sure. I was a little late to this one, very disappointed. I'd be happy here. Because what's this channel, right? Red, 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 green, 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 red, 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 green, red. Hopefully that means green, 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 green. You know what I mean? So this seems like an easy channel. And yeah, either break this and go and let me believe, and hey, even come back, test it and go, hell yeah. Or just kind of come back a little bit, give me a shot to get in and go. But yeah, I'm not here screaming bad things. You know what I mean? I'm just here kind of saying, dude, that RSI is super, super high. So again, news is coming. Buy the rumor, sell the news is also another important factor. But I appreciate your time so, so much.